What's going on, YouTube? It's your main man David back on the mic, and we're here. Face cam, showing my face. I mean, if you're peeping the shorts, you see my face already, but this is what I look like. Go ahead, roast me in the comments. But anyway, we're gonna try to do some more long form videos here on the channel. I'm not trying to be just a YouTube Shorts merchant or I just re-upload my TikToks that I make. But anyway, we're here doing some all-star voting, some quick little video. I meant to do this earlier and maybe a much more edited format, if you can say that, but I procrastinated. It's Thursday, January 18th, 6:43 p.m. where I'm at. So this is probably going to get uploaded right after I'm done recording this. It's going to chop up maybe some mistakes here and there. But yeah, all-star voting, here we go. So we're going to start in the East. I think in the East there are... Actually, let's start with the locks. So can I go back to that? Yeah, we're going to go back here. In the East, there's some locks. Joel Embiid, my current MVP favorite right now. I think he's a lock in the MVP. He's putting up career stats in a year where he just won the MVP last year. He's playing great. I think this is his year to really cement himself as a playoff performer. I mean, he's done it in the regular season. He's won that MVP. He's gotten all the other recognition he could possibly get. I mean, he's got to go make a deep playoff run and possibly win a championship. And with the team he has right now, I think he can do so. The other lock, I think, is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, 31.2 points per game, 6 assists, 11 rebounds, 57% from the field. This guy is like the epitome of consistency. While, yes, his play style is not appealing. It's not the Kyrie tween, hezzy, ooh, spin, I make you fall, ooh, ah kind of play style. It's physical, it's bully ball, but he gets the job done. I think Giannis is our second lock for the Eastern Conference as a guard. Third front court player, I'm gonna have to go Jason Tatum. Wow, if you've seen my shorts on the Celtics or my TikTok on the Celtics, I think the Celtics are fraudulent. They're number one in the NBA right now with a 32-9 record, which through 41 games is actually crazy. But they have proven time and time again with this Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum core to fall short. I mean, Warriors, against the Warriors, they got to the finals. They started playing that stupid drop coverage. I don't know what they were doing. And they missed out there. Ever since then, they've been second round Eastern Conference Finals, and they're out. But Jason Tatum is playing well. He's playing well. Now, I'm not saying the Celtics suck as a team. I'm just saying the way they play, they're fraudulent in my opinion. Jason Tatum, I believe, the only person that can really compete with him in the front court is Julius Randle. I mean, I'm not giving it to Jaylen Brown. I think Paulo, he's on the right trajectory, but just the efficiency. Same thing with Kyle Kuzma. I mean, the efficiency. It's just, it's not here. It's not here. Okay, I think those are... The front court in the East is pretty easy. Now with the guards in the East, it's difficult. It's difficult. A little more difficult, I will say. But I think our first lock is got to go Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, for this guard spot. While the numbers have come down to earth a little bit, he's not averaging 28 and 14 like he was. And kind of the hype has died down since the in-season tournament. This guy, I mean, the step he has taken, he's a star in this league. He is ahead of schedule. And because of him, that Pacers team is ahead of schedule. They're currently in playoff position right now. Yeah, in the 7th seed. In a playing spot. They're playing well offensively. This team, they're up and down. They're playmaking. Well, I wouldn't say maybe he's not the best passer in the NBA because his no looks are kind of Mickey. I mean, he does the look, all right, pass before it reaches my fingertips, no look. But he's still an all-star. He is injured. So that is a factor, but I'm still gonna put him on there. Now my second spot, we got these four individuals up here. Mitchell of Donovan, Young of Trey, Maxey of Tyrese, and Brunson of Jalen. My flight fans, where you at? Anyway, Jalen Brunson, And this Knicks squad, with the trade of OG Anunoby, I think they're kind of one piece away from really contending for a championship. But I don't believe Jalen Brunson's play and his team's success in correlation to that has been more impactful than these three. Now, Tyrese Maxey, kind of like Tyrese Halliburton, has taken that next step. He's a star guard in this league, not as efficient, but because of his play, the James Harden trade looks like a win-win. I mean, if Tyrese did not take this step and James Harden balling the way he is with the Clippers, this trade would have looked one-sided as heck. But the Sixers front office, they banked on Tyrese Maxey. He's come through. He has elevated his level and proven to be a good number 2 alongside Joel Embiid. And part of the reasons why I think they can seriously contend for a chip. Donovan Mitchell. He's Donovan Mitchell. What do you expect? Electric offensively. The Cavs just blew out the Bucks the other night. Oh my gosh, that was a massacre. And they're top 4 in the East. Now, while Tyrese Maxey and Donovan Mitchell have great cases, I'm going to pick Trae Young. Trae Young offensively is asked to do way more than these guys are. DeJounte Murray, that trade has not panned out at all. They've been shopping him around the league for like the last, I don't know how many weeks. But offensively, he's asked to do so much more. Playmaking wise, scoring wise, the whole offense revolves around this guy, this one singular guy. And he's taken that responsibility and he's putting up career stats, I'd like to believe. 27, 11, shooting 48% from the field. He's being efficient, which has been a knock on him for the better part of his career. But Trae Young is my second Eastern Conference guard. All right, moving on to the West. Let's start off with the locks. I think the first lock, we got to go Nikola Jokic. While his numbers aren't as gaudy as they have been in the past, and while his I'm blanking right now, and he hasn't been as consistent this year, the Nuggets are still a top team in the West. I mean, they're only 2 games back out of first. I think the Timberwolves will come down to earth soon enough. They're playing well, and this Thunder team is young. I think the Nuggets, as they always have these past couple of years, have been the first or second seed. And Jokic, former league MVP, he's still playing great. I think we're kind of taking his play and his numbers for granted because they're not the MVP kind of numbers he's had before. But Nikola Jokic is my second All-Star. My first Western Conference frontcourt All-Star player. My second lock has got to be Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, at 35 years old, we need to put more respect on what this man is doing. Kevin Durant averaging 29, 6, and 6 on 48% from the field. This guy at one point was averaging I think like 30 on like 50, 50, 90 splits at one point in the season. This guy offensively is unstoppable. I mean, we knew that. He's Kevin mother freaking Durant. But the main thing for me this season is defensively. He's taken up the task of being a much improved defender for this Suns team. This Suns team, as constructed, does not have a lot of defensive capabilities. But Kevin Durant has stepped up and tried to fill a hole where this Suns team desperately needs filled. And Kevin Durant has taken up that challenge to be better defensively, and he has. He's been the one constant for this Phoenix Suns team. The one constant. And I think it's just kind of sad because the Golden State move and then the Nets debacle will forever tarnish his legacy. People need to be putting respect on Kevin Durant. He's a lock for the Western Conference front court for me. Now, the last front court spot is a little bit more difficult. I don't think any of these guys down here, obviously, are in serious contention. Well, maybe Kawhi Leonard, Kawhi and Paul George. If you want to consider a Clippers player, I would hear you out. They've been healthy this year. They've been consistent, but just looking at the counting stats, they're just not close to these guys up here. Because while the Clipper bros have been playing great, the Laker bros, these two are in consideration for my last All-Star spot. Now, I think for sure LeBron is going to get in. He's LeBron. He gets the most votes every year. He's always a captain. He's the face of the league. He's going to get in. But I think Anthony Davis should be the last All-Star starter. Anthony Davis, like I said about Kevin Durant, he's been the one constant on this Lakers team. He's been healthy. I think he's only missed a couple games this year, and he's been playing elite level offense and elite level defense. He's been imposing his will physically while mixing in a bit of that outside mid-range shooting game, and he's also excuse me. And he's also stepped up his playmaking as of these last couple of days, getting 5-6 assists a game and being efficient while doing so. While I think LeBron's going to get in over AD will definitely be a reserve player. I think Anthony Davis should be the starter, the last front court starter for the Western Conference. Now for guards, I think this debate is pretty easy. Stephen Curry is probably going to be a starter, just like LeBron, because he's Stephen freaking Curry. But just this year, the Warriors are not it. Steph Curry hasn't been it. Him by himself is not able to lift this team up like he has in the past, like 2022, for example. De'Aaron Fox has a claim. Anthony Edwards has a claim, I believe. Devin Booker does have a claim. But it's got to be these two, Luka and Shea. Shea is an MVP candidate leading a young, ahead of schedule Oklahoma City Thunder team to a top 2 seed in the West. This guy is getting his teammates involved. When you watch him play, like he just plays at his own pace. And like there's some times where you just watch him and you get like that kind of impression where it's like he's going to play at the pace based on how you're going to defend him. So he's going to, and it's just like crazy. It's just like how calm and controlled his game is. It's so fluid. It's smooth. Such a pleasure to watch. And I mean, the counting stats back him up. 30 points a game on great efficiency. He's got to be an all-star starter. Lastly, Luka Doncic, the Don. Luka Doncic be doing Don. Anyway, I mean, the counting stats, 34, 9, and 8, and they are only the 7th seed. I didn't know that. But I think just the counting stats alone, just how absurd offensively he's been this year, Luka should get in. And these are my all-star starter ballots. Reserves. Let me do this. So reserves for guards, I think it's going to be Fox, Booker, Edwards. I think Kyrie will get in. I think maybe Jamal Murray will get in. For Western front courts, like I said, LeBron. I think one of the, I don't think they'll have, actually they might have two. We'll put these two in there. Lauri Markkanen, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think Alperen Şengün maybe. If not Alperen, Cat. Do the Wolves deserve 2 all-star starters? Okay. For guards in the East, reserves, it's gonna be Maxey, Brunson, and Dame for sure. Maybe Cade. Oh, and Mitchell. What am I talking about? Oh no, wait. What did I do? Oh, I took off Tyrese. My bad, gang. There we go. And then we have, for the front court East, possible reserves, Julius Randle, Jaylen Brown, Paolo, Pascal Siakam, I think deserves it this. Oh, yeah, Pascal Siakam for sure. And Bam. I think Bam has been the best player on the Heat so far. While the Heat, record-wise, they're kind of where they always are. But yeah, Tatum of Jason, get in there. And those are my all-star ballot starters. Gonna submit that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What's your all-star ballot? I mean, the all-star, I think they're released in 2 days on Saturday. So if you can get it out before then, like the 10 of you watching. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share the video. I can't do that. I can do it on this hand. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe. Yeah, I post short form content on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and here. So yeah, for like kind of more recent stuff that's going on. College students kind of hard to balance long form content. The shorts are easier to make. So kind of been pumping those out at least one every day. But we're gonna try to do more long form content. I really enjoy it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys in the next video.